My name is Mr. Bassi, a nobody, a son of a nobody who has a godfather, which is God the Father. Yeah, I have some beautiful people here, but we have a guest here as well. So before I introduce our guest, our co-host will tell us their name. So starting from you.
Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth J, aka the most gentle girl in the world. Number one light of the world, as you can see.
Okay.
I like that title.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Pastor Bernard. You're welcome to this live podcast.
Yeah, so I'm going to introduce our guest. This man has been a great inspiration to so many people, and he's a gospel artist. And today, as you all know, we have a special topic today, so that's why we have him here. He's a gospel artist that has been around everywhere. So I want to introduce you guys to Shola Praise.
Well, it's good to be here. My name is Shola Praise, and I think it's a big privilege to be among these wonderful minds, coming together and see what we can. Let's talk more and then enlighten and educate ourselves about the kingdom.
Now
Good
good
to
is
see you guys.
you're welcome, sir.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Okay, we have a topic at hand, and we are going to look at the trend. What really trend last week, and we see Timi Dakolo trying to drag Apostle Femi Lazarus because of what he said about gospel artists. But meanwhile, we are not going to focus on that. But the question here is that, is it really good to pay gospel artists as a gospel artist? Is it good to pay them? Is it a good thing?
No.
So
are you saying? Wait. You see, when it comes to money,
yeah.
See, let's be sincere to ourselves. It got to a time, even Jesus had to tell the apostles, go and look for a fish.
Yes.
The first fish you catch, you find money in it. Giving that which belongs to Caesar.
Okay.
The question is it, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm not the host.
Okay.
But the question is it good to pay gospel artists or is it good for gospel artists to charge? Which one are you asking us?
Is it good for gospel artists to charge?
Let's give it a clear perspective. Yeah, because we talk of, is it good to pay? Come on, why won't you pay?
Okay.
Okay,
please.
No, what you appreciate?
Is it good for gospel artists to charge when they go for ministration? Is it good? That's a question.
Okay, let our guest answer the question.
Okay. No. Firstly, Pastor, do you charge?
Okay, personally.
Yeah.
Personally, Shola Praise. Yeah. I don't charge.
Hallelujah.
I don't like. No. See, I don't. So, but
do you intend to charge in the future?
Perspective to it. This is it. So to avoid if you are inviting me for a birthday,
yeah,
you're inviting me for a wedding,
yeah.
Bros, I will charge.
That's different, yeah. That's different.
But if I'm coming to minister, you open up to me, is normal ministration. Oh, we're having a revival, you bless us for 15, 20, 30 minutes. I don't charge.
Okay.
But now for me, I have some caveat too. Yeah. But if you're not telling me, that you're talking drama, the guy is good.
Yeah,
see, that you're
bring him.
You need to bring him. This is what I do.
Yeah.
This is Shola Praise. You want me to come without talking drama? Yeah. Daddy, his fee is 20K.
Mm-hmm.
What of the guitarist? Him too is 20K.
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring both of them? Yeah. The account number, I will send it to you. Yeah. Please help me send an advance of 10,000. They will pick transport for it. That's Shola Praise. Yeah. But personally, I don't charge. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah. Not that I don't like money. But again, we all have different ways. Some of us are called into this thing called ministry.
Yeah.
Some of us found ourselves by virtue of gift, some by virtue of association. Yeah. But for someone like me, it's a calling, and I have my guidelines. And sincerely, God has been faithful.
Individually, like personally.
Personally, I'm talking Shola praise now.
Okay, that's
I'm talking Shola praise now. I don't charge. And God has come through for me. I mean, I've been to, there was one particular Sunday I was led to go to a church. My friend just saw me like, you bless us. So how did you know we're even doing 1/7 Sunday or whatever? Unfortunately, the artist they invited did not show up. So I just ministered. As usual, immediately I finished. I even went to my daughter. I finished. Let's be going. One man just said, excuse me, sir, please give me your phone number. Me in my mind, I thought he saying account number. I even asked him again, sir, my phone number or account number. Because again, I was already calculating, God, how would I do this thing? The pastor was just praying for me. God will bless you. I have known. See, when they start by, their premises where I just knew that he just so but we finished and the man collected my number. I just saw a chat. Good day, sir. You really blessed me. Send me your account number. Sir, between God and man, I'm saying this openly, this before God and before every ears and eyes are saying this. All my mind, okay, will send me 10, 15K. So, and I was excited about it, like, I've calculated, okay, buy spaghetti, buy Pampers, buy this, I've put everything up.
I'm a family man.
Money never comes. The money
family man. You program things finish.
Even my praise and worship in the house changed. I thought, hey boy, you surround me like it. And whenever I sing it, everybody will just say, Daddy, what's happening? Why are you expecting? She just believe this is something big.
Yeah.
So I still have the alert in my phone. The man sent 80,000.
Wow.
I chatted him back.
Wow.
So it's like you did a mistake. So, is it personal?
Yeah.
But I shouldn't now. That's why there are. But I used to say this. There are some instructions that are personal.
Yeah.
I won't say,
you can't make it a doctrine.
Don't make it a doctrine.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of our Orthodox churches, that's why I have issues with them. God give you an instruction as the pastor. God say no wear shoe. You know, insist all of us, no join you, no wear shoe. To me, it doesn't really make sense.
Okay, sir. Let's hold it for now. Let's hold it for now, sir. Let's hold it. We'll still come back to you.
Okay,
but what do you guys see? What do you think about this? And I know that you are a music minister. You are a music minister, and you are a producer and everything in music.
The thing is this: when it comes to whether not, I want to look at it from the angle that I'm sure if a musician comes to a church to minister and then starts singing off, and everything is just anyhow, the pastor will not be okay with the ministration.
Yeah.
In fact, the spirit will not even.
It's not about the pastor. Even the atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything will be done. Yeah.
So these people put in their time to learn this craft. They put in their resources to learn this craft. They put in everything that you could possibly think of: money, time. They do it to get better so that they can, bless people.
But from the onset, is it supposed to be? Because I know where you are going. You want to say that they put in all these things, so it's right for them to be to charge, right? But what my own
I don't want to say charge per se.
No,
it's right for them to be paid.
No, now there's a difference. We are talking about charging.
I'm
now.
sorry, in the
yes, for a gospel artist to charge.
In the Christendom, we don't use the word pay. We honor you.
Okay.
Two things. So if we are not honoring you, we are paying you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it good that we honor them or we pay them? Let me.
You want to look at it that way. You see cases where they will come for ministration. Take for example, a gospel artist will come and minister in the church, and then pastor just say, thank you for coming to minister. Even some A-list artists, pastor wants to dip his hand into his pocket and just put 30,000 inside an envelope and give to them, of which, to tell you the truth, is wrong. It's not even from the place of honor.
Mm-hmm.
From the place of honor, you can't. okay, let me give you an example. Nathaniel Bassey doesn't charge for ministrations. You can't call him now. If his itinerary is free for that day that you are calling, and he wants to come, you say, "We'll come. I'm coming with my team." Definitely, you will not expect Nathaniel Bassey to come alone. He will definitely come with his team.
His level.
Yeah, exactly. So he comes for ministration in your church with his team, and then you want to bless him because he has blessed. Because the Bible speaks about the Levites eat from the blessings.
That's what I'm going to. I'm just waiting for you
the
to
house.
talk so that I will bring it in myself.
If you want to bless him because he has blessed you and the church, you will bring out something that is worth it.
Yeah.
Because you feel like he's one of the elite.
Okay, look at
musicians.
Let's put it this way. This whole thing is speaking about transactional stuff.
Yes.
They are speaking against transactional stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you look deep into the scriptures, you will see that transactions happened in the Bible.
Exactly.
A very good example is the king who, when Israel, they had a battle against Israel and Israel was beating them up, he took his first son, slayed his first son, and offered him to the God of the Israelites. He did a transaction. I give you my son, you give me victory against your people.
Are you sure that's God? Because I know that my God does not accept human sacrifice. That one is another topic entirely. It's another topic.
This is the point I'm trying to draw out of this thing. The point I'm trying to draw out of it is this. This thing is transactional. We must have a large heart, large enough to accept the fact that it is transactional. If the Levites bless you, you should bless the Levites. And even if you want to give 20 million, it's not you can't use it to quantify the kind of
blessings that you have received.
Nothing can be compared to spiritual blessings.
Okay.
There's nothing you want to give that can be compared to spiritual blessings.
Okay, sir.
Let's decide to give. Yeah. Should be. David said, "I will not give God anything that cost me nothing." So, an A-list artist, take for instance, I was talking about Nathaniel Bassey comes to your church to minister, and then you now carry 30,000 and put in an envelope to give to Nathaniel Bassey. He might take it and go, but between me and you,
but he will not come back again.
He will not come to that church again. I heard Deacon Bucci. He was talking about going to a church to minister, and he said, "Kai, that after ministration, the Spirit of God, like, filled the atmosphere, everywhere was charged up." And then the pastor came out and said, "I want us to bless this man. Let us bless his ministry. We are going to flood him with shoes." Church, we are going to make a vow to flood him with shoes. What is your size, sir? He told them. And then they prayed. They didn't give him money. They left. First week, second week, shoes. He even tried calling
to remind them.
Let me read this. Let me read this before you continue.
Sorry.
Continue.
As God have it, he traveled abroad, and then when he got there, ministered in a pastor friend's church. After ministration, the pastor said, "I like the ministration. And I have one shoe I want to give you." He gave him a shoe that was worth, I think, above $100. Very powerful shoe. Before you know, shoe blessings, shoe. He became tired of shoe. But the actual people who promised him shoe,
they've not even done it.
They did not give him shoe.
And do you know whether that prayer brought that to? Yeah.
The word from the pastor's mouth was prophetic. You understand? He opened him into a kind of blessing. But outside of that, the church and the pastor, they've broken somebody's heart.
Exactly.
So let me read this. Sorry, sir. Let me read this first. Yeah.
They've broken somebody's heart because.
Let me read this.
He was expectant,
exactly.
And nothing came in.
Matthew 10:7. 7. I will read 7 to 10. And as you go, preach, saying, "The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out the demons. Freely you have received, freely give.
Okay.
Provide neither gold nor silver nor copper in your." But that's the point that I wanted to make. He said, "Freely you have received, freely shall you give."
Okay.
Freely
you have received.
You receive the gift that you receive is free.
What's the book that you just read?
Sorry.
Matthew 10.
Sorry. You said freely.
So let's read it.
another translation.
And backup
and in
singers
context, let's
that
look
you
at
are bringing are those people
posters.
coming
Now let's look at
you have to feed in for them too.
Let's look at this thing, Now, do you know that now God has already made a way for some artists, understand? Okay, some A-list artists in Nigeria, as we can see, they are doing well. Not as if they are begging, understand? Their song is trending on TikTok, is trending on YouTube, is trending on which other music platform? A whole lot of music, Boom Play, Audio Max, and all those platforms, they are paying them. They are paying them in dollars, paying them very well. Understand? They are paying you such money. You are earning such money. And then at the end of the day, a pastor will still invite you to a church and you still be charging 20-30 million for ministration.
Is this about all those A-list?
No, we are not just talking about
music ministers generally.
It's generally.
Because if you are talking
generally,
now
you talk. You made mention of
that have a lot of people. You know how it feels when you go to
you made mention of Nathaniel Bassey. Nathaniel Bassey started somewhere. He started somewhere. He didn't just become this big that everybody. And before he became this big, I think he was still he didn't still charge from
but
them.
Yet,
he did not charge.
Yes,
understand? He started from scratch. How do you know that they were sponsors?
No.
How do you know?
Sincerely, once in a while, Nathaniel Bassey will come out to tell you, thank God for Pastor.
Exactly.
Pastor Shola, Pastor Well, he used to call the name very well.
To
now,
back him up.
See, I must sincerely say the likes of Nathaniel Bassey, Dunsi, well, I've had some Dunsi stories, and I must say, not that he did not have his own challenges too, but let me stick to Nathaniel Bassey.
Even this guy, T Worship is not charging. I know a whole lot of them.
Let's come to Nathaniel Bassey, right?
Yeah.
Nathaniel Bassey is privileged.
Exactly.
Permit me to use that word. Is privileged to have a pastor who understands the gift he has, and who also God has given a foresight to see that this boy will go far.
And he's ready.
A lot of upcoming music ministers, sir. We are finding it difficult.
When you want to blow by all means, it will be difficult.
No,
everything that you are doing, your mind is blow. This is it now.
That is not the point.
Sometimes greed brings some artists down.
Listen, it's not that same point
Understand?
for everybody.
The point is not blowing.
This point is not blowing. The point is, should
want
I
people
charge
to
or not?
hear.
You get my point. The point here is, should
that
I charge?
God has given you. You want people to hear it. So the only way you can do it is to push. Now you are pushing. Nobody is backing you up. Nobody is supporting. How do you expect to move forward? That's how people are charging.
How do you raise funds with which you push?
Okay, now
this streaming platforms. Hold on, this streaming. God bless you.
You want to go to the
so if you have to
studio,
put it, for example, DistroKid is charging about 30K.
Yeah.
$30. Sorry, it's in dollars for a year. My brother, that's 30. So let's say that's 50K. Do you know how much it costs to pay for a studio session just to do a track?
No, it's $30, not 30,000.
Not 30, not 300, sir. It's 30. This man. Yeah, but thanks for that correction.
You bring in backup singers, BGVs. There's one I do BGV for. I know whenever we are going for rehearsals, he's preparing money for transportation, feeding,
definitely.
everything. He must prepare it.
So,
any program I'm going with him, he has to pay me.
So for me, for every rehearsal, see, the truth is, but again, I don't want to use myself as a yardstick. Let me for every rehearsals that I do, I'm not sure I spend less than 80K. I'm not talking about the studio time. I'm talking about transportation, because we usually do videos, feeding and other logistics. It is 80. Okay, we manage 60, 65 because we have rice in the house that we cook and dress. So, but the truth is this. I am not against, if you like, against not paying. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay. In my own case, I don't think, I'm not in support of you charging.
I'm not also in support.
I want us to no. Let's understand it.
Some ministers, some churches, if you did not charge them, they won't take any action. That's just the fact.
No,
We've been to places whereby
see,
music ministers, you know how much you spend to bring in your backup singers, your instrument. I'm still in support of this must charge you.
No,
because when you go there,
you like money. You like money.
No,
you like money.
Lizzie, I get you. Lizzie.
You have families to take care of. You have to
fast all his life.
Yeah, do you understand? You have families to take care of.
Man of God,
Lizzie, this is it. Okay, this is why I'm always an advocate of, if you're a music minister, see, unless you hear
other things that will support you. Understand?
Leave everything you are doing
and then focus. Yeah.
But if you didn't hear it, I beg you in the name of God, have a paying job.
That's it.
That way you will be a blessing. You'll be a double blessing to the people.
Man of God, I prefer going for a program. After the program, I still call up someone in the choir stand or someone, bless them.
Okay.
That's my own.
It's easier for me to do that.
Doing that.
I'm talking from Shola's. Whatever I'm saying is my perspective. Lizzie, hold on.
Yet, I'm still a bit.
Lizzie, hold on. Lizzie, let's don't. If you are please, artists out there, if you are just
you guys blessing someone, I'm in shock.
I am not saying you shouldn't bless you. Hold on. I'm not saying you shouldn't be honored.
Okay.
Listen,
it's different.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be honored.
It's different from you picking phone and charging.
Please don't charge.
You have to give me this. You have to give me that.
If God really called you to this ministry, I know some of my friends that are watching this will hate me for this. If God truly called you to this ministry, don't charge and wait and see.
I remember I was invited to Ibadan University of Canada to become a minister.
When I landed, be saying the difference from where to where so that people will understand.
Then I was in Delta State.
Okay.
I was invited to
Benin, that's like how many hours? 40 minutes. Okay.
So, then from there to Okada is about like another, let's just say altogether 1 hour journey. And then I used the bike to land at the venue of the ministration, guest minister. I landed at the place of ministration with bike. My brother, I was the only one that left that place with bike. All the students in that school have car. If you see cars that were parked in front of the places, the venue.
No, but in which state, sir?
Any state.
Yeah, you know they press this. It's those that God has blessed in this nation.
When I looked at the thing,
oppression has entered. Oppression has entered.
I can't continue like this. You will bless me with car. But what I'm trying to bring up from this is that, you see, it's not wrong for a gospel music minister to drive it. I've seen pastors who buy car for their gospel music ministers.
Yes, sir. Oh, Jerry is which one again? And also like
you see them blessing their music ministers. Yeah. It is not wrong. If as a music minister, I serve under your ministry as a pastor, you know my worth. You don't need to pay me for ministration.
Value.
Yeah. Now you are saying yes, and understand what you are saying now.
The reason why musicians began to charge is because they saw that there was no value for them in the church system.
I have a friend that left his church.
Yeah.
Then what are you doing that is different from what secular artist is doing?
Because, permit me to use it, they invited one of the A-list minister, and he said they paid him 90 million naira. The church is around this environment, but I won't mention. And they paid him, and he is a gospel minister also,
in the church,
and he has been in that church for over 5 years.
And they do not do anything.
And he's not even saying they should pay him.
No,
all he's saying is
support.
No,
that one is different. That one is different. No, it's different from gospel.
You still have his number.
I still have his number.
Is he still in that church?
He left. He had to leave the church
because
there was no value for him.
Pastors,
do you understand?
one of our top pastors,
somebody that is not even saying they should pay.
He's saxophonist. I saw that on Facebook. He's saxophonist.
Yes.
He just brought him outside. He said, "Look at this man. He plays.
Papa just did birthday recently.
He plays for if you want to do
birthday surprise.
He named
wedding.
He said, and he's a member of this church, and he's a son to me."
Yeah.
You cannot
See,
do anything in this church if you don't use him.
See promotion.
Let us help
That is
our
it.
own.
That's it.
Let's promotion. Let's placing value.
See, if these things are put in place,
because whether
you see, I think I get your perspective. See, the truth is, maybe we would have started from why or what made ministers to even start
charging.
Exactly.
If all these things had been in
because
place, ministers wouldn't have charged.
Because we grew up, I personally grew up in an Orthodox church, and I know how we.
Same with me.
I know
it is voluntary.
So those
you understand?
that man is still there.
There
Yeah.
was even joy in doing this.
You do it with joy, yeah.
They don't allow you to join the choir.
Exactly.
My brother, you prayed that the hand of the keyboardist will have quick clue, so that you get it.
I remember when I was crying to my mom. My
You
big
get
brother
it.
is into music. He plays different instruments. I started crying to my mom that my big brother will be teaching outsiders. He won't teach me how to play keyboard. Until my mom shouted at him, "You need to teach your younger ones." Before he now started putting, okay, let's go for rehearsals, let's do this. But now, most of us, even when you call us to come and sing, we first of all think twice because these people, they won't value us, they won't do us well.
But you see, and again, you see, this thing is scatter plenty.
Sir, you see,
it's scatter plenty.
All this still boils down to value. If musicians know that their pastors value them, you won't see money in front. They will scarcely talk about money. There will scarcely be this discussion we are having. We won't be having it.
No, but I can still disagree. I can disagree.
You know that because of this.
1 minute.
Because of this,
I disagree.
Okay,
see,
let's hear your point.
Unless they will not come out to tell us the truth. All the people Pastor Chris put under World Love Record, he is paying them well.
He was paying them well now.
What happened to Love World Record? Why are we not talking about?
Paying them well.
See, you can mention 15 names all under World Love Record. All of them, they charge. What are we saying? Okay. Where did we miss it?
Now, this is the thing. Wait. This is not what record matter that you want to bring now. The question is, who do they charge?
Who do they charge? The people invited them.
Within the circle of Christ Embassy, they don't charge anymore.
Yeah, because officially they're under payroll.
No. Do you know that? Do you know that?
So, but
there was a time Pastor Chris was crying out that most of them, if you need them on Sunday to come and minister, they won't be there.
Yeah, because
it's
because of the urgent 2K.
Crying out was not because of
the urgent 2K from that side.
Yes,
now it's an addition to the salary. It's an addition to their salary.
Spoke out was because he said they weren't growing spiritually. You can't just come to a church and minister. Let's say you minister for 30 minutes and then pastor starts ministration, you leave.
And because of that urgent 2K.
Even if you want to go and minister somewhere, after administration, sit down. Hear what the pastor is going to preach, so that your spiritual life grows as you are growing.
But again,
financially,
where did you get it from?
All these things, man of God.
Where did you get it?
Man of God, I think the thing is
from beginning.
From beginning,
it was never like this.
It boils down to pastors.
The likes of Bucci, if you have privilege of talking to them, it was never like this.
So it still boils down from pastors. I think pastors, they started charging when they go out for ministration, because they also go out for ministration. They started collecting money, preachers.
So they
started collecting, then everybody now put transactional message in front. I think others also don't want to be left out, so they also join. If you are inviting me, I'll have to charge you.
Never like this.
Do you know that? Let me read 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 18 to 40. It says, "Don't you know that those who serve in the temple get their food from the temple, and that those who serve at the altar share in what is offered on the altar?"
Anybody sharing the pepe, I drain the pepe. I'm going to do the Yoruba church.
That those who preach the gospel should get their living from it.
God bless you, sir. Now, 1 Chronicles 9:33. I'm sorry, I just want us to buttress on this point.
Okay.
Those who were musicians, head of Levite families.
1 Chronicles what?
9:33.
Okay.
Stayed in the rooms of the temple and were exempted from other duties because they were responsible for the work day and night. Now, imagine somebody you say is a gospel musician.
Yeah, we go day and night, ba.
No. Listen. You are having church program on Monday. He's there. On Tuesday.
Okay, now we are talking about church base.
Yeah, not the.
He's there.
I think that's where the values are missing.
Yeah.
There is no program you are having in the church. The music minister is there, back to back. Forget the fact that maybe he has other job he's doing or anything, but there is nothing that has to do with gospel ministration that the person is not present. And at the end of the day, what value did you place on this?
But sincerely, that's where the church missed it from.
Do you understand?
Sincerely, that's
the
Bible, yes. I just want to say something.
What she's talking about is the kind of thing we see in
Do you understand?
If the pastor is doing a program, you see his ministers, his gospel ministers on his
poster.
Like 10 or 12 of them.
Instead of you to
will see their faces on.
And I hear that they have those kind of programs. They have allowance aside their
salary
for that program.
Do you understand?
You see?
Okay, no, let's aside of it.
No, but Koza is a standard.
You know that.
Man, Koza is a standard.
Now
enough.
On that
it's
program.
a big deal.
Let's push them.
They will feel valued. Place value on these people.
Sincerely, that's where the church.
You need them.
That's where
the
the
Bible
church
says that Elisha called for a minstrel to play, and as he began to play, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and then he started commanding things to happen.
You see.
You need them. These ministries go together, so you must place value on them. If you don't place value on them,
look at the story of the wall of Jericho. Look at what Joshua did. He called them. He said, "Bring cymbals, bring all these instruments." Okay. What happened?
No, that means before the preacher even preach, the presence of God has to be down. He has to come down.
God bless
and who will bring the presence of God down?
Is the
music
minister.
So that's why I understand. I like what you just said. That
your point
they
is
need
right.
to motivate the ones in the choir.
I'm coming.
Understand? Someone has been in choir for ages, singing and singing. For one day, you have not blessed him to say, okay, use this, support your music, but you are bringing outside, you are bringing artists and then paying millions of money. Understand? To come and sing the same song that your choir minister can sing.
Okay, this is off camera. I don't know where we're landing, but this is my point. This is my point. My point is, we started from asking ourselves if it's right for a music minister
to charge.
That's one question. 2, if it's right to also pay. Now, 1, let's be sincere with ourselves. It is right to honor ourselves, but always remember, as a man of God that have music ministers under you, that if you refuse to honor them at home, and they go for
they go somewhere else.
I've heard that story. And they go out, someone places an honor on them. You understand? They will leave you. Please don't come on the altar and say they are not one more. What's the English of more now? They are not. They don't. Don't, because you didn't do anything. See, this, as personally, I don't know if it's right. If it's not right, I can cut it off in the edit. This thing Pastor Jerry Eze did, to me, I just feel it was an afterthought. That was after the keyboardist left.
So you had to rethink.
Left to Light Nation.
You
now thought of, it's an afterthought. And I'm sure it's out of, they just wondered, why could this boy live to? It's true, you know. See, please, men of God. If you are bringing,
it's important.
If you are me, I'm not touched. But if you are bringing Mercy Chiwo to my church, you are giving her 5 million. I'm not asking for million. Just give me 500K.
Of course.
He's not even giving you that money. Let him help build you.
Understand?
Okay,
you have
call up Mercy Chiwo. Call up your own. Say,
let's do a song.
Together. Promote them as well. Promote them.
Them money.
Promote them.
Because the truth is this.
To do music is hard, though.
That's just
it's not cheap.
I know.
It's not cheap. In fact, presently, as I'm talking to you, I just told all my backups. You know what? We will not be rehearsing.
Backups will leave you.
Wait, listen. I just told them. It's wisdom. Before they leave me.
Before they leave.
Me too. I use wisdom. I just told them. I just go. Even my wife was like, "Are you sure what you want to ask? Don't worry. Anytime there's administration, I'll call you." So now when they come, I'll now look the church. Oh, the last time we went there, the bread mixer. We are meeting quietly. There are some that I just go solo now because I know I don't charge. A drummer has looked up to my face and said, "Bros, you they do God work." Me,
they don't.
And the drama.
Because they are talking,
So,
those people that
I
play
think
drum, they pay to learn it.
I think you should come to a point where no, those that didn't pay to learn it.
No. Majority of them
they
learn
did.
it.
It is in Abuja that I saw that people are learning talking drum. Where I come from, we have in the teenage church we have over 20. They are praying that your gun will tear or your stick will break. But I came to Abuja and I was a little bit. For the first 5 years, I was confused.
What's going on?
What's happening here? So like I'm just in my small church and they say, I want new church don't come with it. They say they're going to pay. Till date, I've had most of the churches presently in Abuja. I've had direct calls. The last time we heard about it, someone recommended it, but it still boils down to your pastor. But please, if you are led to church,
please go ahead.
Now let me say this before.
But please, all those where they charge, where we know, where they day today.
That's it.
I will allow us to talk. Continue.
That's it.
Where then day today.
That's it.
That's all.
You still see people like Dunson. Till tomorrow they will still be raining.
I have a question. My question is, in situations whereby the expenses you had while coming for administration is not covered by the honorarium.
Wait. You mentioned something.
And you have to cover up for all the
I don't know if it was off camera. You said it. See, wisdom for you as a music minister. Hey, our church is having Kiniko cantata. We are inviting you. This is what I ask. You are inviting us. Hope you honor us well. You know I'm coming. I don't hide it. I hope you honor us well. How many of you are coming? We are 9, we are 6. 2 Gibalis, Kiniko. See, the moment you start, you will know. As a music minister, please. It's not by force you should go. It's not every ministration you need to. After all, they are paying you. You don't have to go to that one. God will bring the one that they will pay you. But I think so that you will not now be bittered. It's painful if they now tell you, come, don't worry. And then at the end, they didn't give you anything. But when discuss it. I was listening to a pastor. Okay. Sorry, let me round up.
Discuss it, but don't charge.
Discuss it. I was listening to a pastor.
Your movement, your transportation.
Yes, he said that's why in their church they don't used to invite big ministers. In fact, there was a time they wanted to invite one woman. She's outside Lagos. When they calculated the logistics, he said, "Don't worry." He said, "Whatever, if they will invite any big person, it must be within Lagos. That way, you are not flying in, you are not sleeping in hotel, you are not doing
around."
But even the honorarium, you too, you collect something.
Yeah.
And I want to appreciate every music minister, every pastor, or every church that I've always appreciated music ministers. See, God will bless you.
Amen.
There are some churches that if you are praying, I say, God, let them call me, because even my musicians, there was one the day I sent him. When we shared them, there's a formula I used to share my own money with. They even know it. When I sent it to him, he called me back. He said, "Is it my own money, the drummer and like 3 of them, because they are friends?" So he just like, so now I'm on it. Let's say you do mistake, you don't send that to me now. In concert, you send out. I said, no. Till date, the guy will still tell me, "Bros, you need to go and pay so that church will invite us." And you know, the truth is this. See, let's be sincere. I know we might, looking at it spiritually, we might be saying it's not good to charge. But let's be sincere to ourselves. It's important there is this discussion anytime you are called. Please, I might not be charging. It's Shola praise. But looking at it away from Shola praise, I have a lot of friends that are music ministers, and we've discussed this, and I've seen that it's important. Come, not be studio with the use now. Then dash us, not be paid with pay. You get the point. So please, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where this man of God where you belong to. But the truth is,
no.
We should discuss.
No. The truth is, I like the discussion part.
Make a point. A friend of mine who is a gospel musician, known now, should be a B list, going to A list by God's grace. He told me something. I went with him for administration. So on our way back, he said, "The pastor called me from Lagos. The pastor called him from Lagos. I was like, man of God, how are you? I've watched your ministrations online. I would like you to come and bless our people." And I said, "Okay, sir, I would really love to come." Gave him the date and everything, all the informations of the program. And then they now asked him, "How much do you charge, sir? How much do we give you?" I said, man of God, anything that God lays in your heart." The man now cut the call. The pastor cut the call. He's a very known pastor in Lagos. Not just in Lagos. He's a very known pastor. He now called him back. He said, you know the reason why I called the call, sir? He said, no, sir. He said, I'm going to give you this advice because I love you. Don't ever tell anybody anything you have.
They give you 50 naira. You get?
I am the one that asked you. Tell me what you want me to give you.
If I get this kind of calls,
you understand?
If I get this kind of calls, you know what I do? Jokingly.
I'm the one that asked you. Tell me what you want me to give you. He said that day his mentality changed.
Now when people come and say, so,
it's not
so
everybody
how much will I
will
give you? I say, if you give me 10 million, I'll go appeal. I said it jokingly, but man, I've thrown the card to you. If you give us 10M, it go good. At least
1 million people come
quietly. But I won't tell you anything. I don't use the word anything because I believe if I ask you, for example, if I ask you, what will you take? You say anything. To me, I believe anything is nothing.
Yes.
That's me personally. Even my children, they already know. They don't use the word anything because if you tell me anything, I will not buy you anything. I just come and say, you said anything now, nothing came to my mind.
Exactly.
You won't be angry. Oh, you don't need anything. So me personally, I've used that. I don't know where that wisdom came from. So I just jokingly tell, mommy, if you give us 50M, we'll go appeal. Mommy, whatever it is, you can put it in 6 zeros. We'll be very happy. You know? And then we just joke around it. But she has now understand that
it's not.
And as I'm telling you jokingly, I say, but I tell mommy, by the time I give the talking drum a good amount, even his destiny will bless you. Mommy, you know, to so I think I did some communication course online. Yeah. So that helped me to always know how to negotiate without charging.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring this to an end. Your final word, please, before we.
Okay. Let's conclude. Say is that in summary, music ministers, all these things we have been dragging. In all sincerity, all we have to do, first thing first, set your mind straight.
Your own. Talk about your own. Don't generalize.
Your perspective. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. First thing first, like should be spirit led. Because if you have this direct conviction, personal conviction, you'll be able to decide what to do. Yeah. But at the same time, if you want to communicate, about getting paid, honorarium, whatever, you should learn to communicate in a very respectful manner, in a way that the person you're talking to will not see it as if you see it as a right, although it is your right. You understand? But yet
it's a privilege. I don't agree that right. I'm sorry, but it's a privilege.
No, let's not drag it back. If I not confirmed it. As long as
it's a privilege because it's a privilege that you are alive. That you are alive in me.
What if you don't have that voice? That voice that you are talking in just went crack.
No, it's a privilege. God can use stone.
Okay.
So
what can you say to that, sir?
I'm sure you know my story.
Yeah.
This thing is transactional.
Exactly.
So they should keep on transacting.
This thing is transactional.
That's why I say you should communicate.
If the Levites bless you, bless the Levites. Place value on the people you have, and you will see people serve without you having to push them, without them having to put a pin on your neck to bring out money. That's just it.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Well, I have a lot of resolutions. Please, every music minister, Nigeria has taught us to diversify. Please diversify. That way, the hurt will not be too much. That's one. Two, if you are spirit-led, not to, like the likes of Nathaniel Bassey, if you have that grace, please don't. But if you don't, please ask. Charge it. Ask.
Ask and it shall be given.
Ask. Discuss it. Make it done. Let's not. I think most times we are too spiritual about some of these things, and what we are supposed to discuss, we don't discuss. And that's why even in marriage, most of our Christian marriages are in trouble because we are spiritualizing what we are supposed to discuss. So please, if you are discuss when you need to discuss. The Lord
sorry, as you were thinking, something just came to my mind.
Yes, sir.
You know that even with the fact that you say Oyekon does not charge, Bassey does not charge, it would have been easy for a roadside church that is just spam and this thing to invite them since they don't charge. Why is it that you only see them in those high churches? Have you ever thought of it?
I've thought of it, sir.
Since they don't charge.
They don't charge.
So,
they can't be in every Okay, now
they
Apostle Selman can say something about this. He said there are some churches that want to love to like have him, understand, to come and minister. But if you check out the church and then maybe they don't have the sound that can accommodate him, or the security needed, so that in case because as he's coming, understand? No, as he's coming. No, as he's coming, a lot of big people want to come, and all those ones they will demand security and the rest.
Those will come with their security.
So all those things. There are some other things.
We are going to church. You are coming with battalions.
No, we are not. We are not looking at that now.
I know
those churches. There are some churches that cannot handle some logistics. Understand? So for him to help them, it would decline those offers to come.
That's
understand?
Help them.
He's helping them, of course. So now
them?
To round up, I will say this. Now, we take example from Nathaniel Bassey. Although one of the things that he's doing that I don't like, I will say it, is that Hallelujah challenge that he make that YouTube stuff free. I don't that he doesn't monetize it. Yes. The Hallelujah challenge, but I would have loved him to monetize it. Collect the money. It's YouTube that are paying you. Collect the money. Understand? Come and there are a lot of there are a lot of people.
I wish our YouTube is not paying.
It's not paying. He did not monetize it. Imagine the millions of dollars that they're supposed to be paying him. No, Gary, come and share for people here in Nigeria.
That again, it boils down to.
It's still the same thing that we are saying.
It boils down to his own personal condition.
Yes, personal.
After all, there is they are paying. So it's a personal thing.
Yeah, that's why I say no matter how personal it is, there are a lot of hunger in the land, and there are a lot of orphanage around.
Even the Bible say, even the Bible, I cannot, I might not know how to put it directly, but even the Bible talks say the beggars they're not go finish for land. You understand? You can't. It's inevitable. But my own question is, those working with him, are they okay? If they're okay,
very okay.
I think one thing I've seen among the secular artists is you just stay one day and you hear that Olamide pick one small boy from the street, and then just saw his video online, and then he has changed his life, and the boy is singing and everybody knows him. And that's it. You pick another one again.
The thing is not, we don't have it in gospel.
Just in accordance to what he's saying, what if he puts that
resources
from that Hallelujah challenge just for that? I will just look into gospel artists generally in Nigeria. Look for one person that is really trying.
But do you know that some people
help him do the necessary. You don't necessarily need to bring the person under any form of record label agreement.
But do you know that some people are very
bless him.
Some people are very strict.
Bless him.
Whenever they
because this money is not
it's not even about
it's YouTube that are paying you.
It's not even about giving them.
That means you are empowering YouTube. Understand? Because thousands of people connect to it.
Sorry, sir. Where I stand is this: you don't even necessarily need to give that artist money. You are here already. You know what it takes to bring somebody.
No, but he did that for K-Strings.
Yeah, no, was it him that did that or Dunsin?
No. He brought.
It was Dunsin that brought out K-String and displayed his account number and said people should bless him.
No. He brought K-String to Hallelujah. That was same night. The social standard of that guy changed. It was just one night, one Hallelujah challenge.
Wow.
You understand? So, though they've known themselves for a long time, so it's like paying back. But again, you are very right. But that money plenty.
That money plenty. Over 400,000 people.
So
I think we should look into that. We can look at another episode. See, there is strife within music ministers.
Yeah.
There's a big strife. The competition is too much.
Competition. And people go as much as even spreading fake news about other gospel music ministers just to bring them down before people who are supposed to invite them.
So those are some of the things. Those are some of the challenge. Yeah. And then some people are not grateful. We don't know those that you have helped that fall his hands.
Exactly.
So it's a web actually. It's a web.
Okay. So as I was trying to say, they have to be balanced. as I'm running up though, there have to be a balance, please, in whatsoever we are doing. But I still maintain the stand that it's not good to charge. That's me. I still maintain that my stand.
Yeah.
But we will come to the end of this episode. But before then, we still have a question of the week, or is it question of the month? We still have a question. Okay, the question is who was the first prophet in the Bible? Who was the first prophet in the Bible? Although I didn't see any answer for last month's one, but I will still ask this one. Who was the first prophet in the Bible? So send your answer to our platform. We have Gospel Gist on Facebook, Gospel Gist on Instagram, Gospel Gist on TikTok, YouTube Gospel Gist. So just connect with us. Just check those sites. You will see us, and just connect. Bring in your questions or anything bothering you. Just let us know. Understand?
And your opinion on
your
this
opinions. Yeah. So that's it for now. So until next time, gospel.gist. We are out for now. God bless you. You have a lovely day.